Hello everybody, thank you for checking out the next video and welcome back to another weekly update. This video will be from Monday, August 4th through today, August 8th, Friday. In this video, I will go over what was the option income from the account this week, then the dividend income from the account this week, and then the weekly deposit that I made and what I did with that deposit. Real quickly for the new viewers, as I always do, real quick overview. Right now, the strategy of this Velocity portfolio is to deposit $6,000 per month into this account. 50% of that is used for options trading, so $3,000. 50% of that is used to purchase high yield dividend stocks and ETFs. At the first of the month or before the first of the month, I withdraw $6,000 on margin, borrowed on margin to pay my mortgage and student loans. So kind of living out of the portfolio. All the income generated pays down the margin balance. And then eventually the income generated will outpace the margin borrowed. So I'll jump right into what the option income was for this week. So for, again, August 4th through 8th, which was Monday through Friday this week, I'm recording this right now on Friday, here was the total options income. I traded 3 contracts, put contracts of SOXL, brought in an income of $75.98. I traded 1 put contract of Starbucks, SBUX, brought in $54.33. Traded 1 contract of BROS, which is Dutch Bros Coffee. 1 put contract brought in $43.68. Traded 1 put contract of TNA, brought in $37.33. Traded 1 contract of Rigetti, RGTI, 1 put contract, $40.34. And then I was recently assigned on 7 contracts of TSLL. I think it was about 2 weeks ago I was assigned on these, so I now own 700 shares of TSLL, and therefore I've been selling covered calls because I own the shares. So sold 7 call contracts at my strike price, which is $13 right now. It actually was down a lot yesterday and popped back up today, back into the $12.50 range, which was great. So I was able to capture some a little bit higher implied volatility, and was able to get $226.35 in income from these 7 contracts. So just in options trading for this week, all in all, brought in $478.01. So not bad. Jumping over into the dividend income, received the monthly JEPI dividend, which was $28.62. I also hold SGOV, as I've mentioned. This is the money that I set aside. It sits in this fund, which is treasuries, that I use for option trading. So from this money sitting here, I use it to sell put contracts, and just by it sitting in this, I generated $104.03 this month from it. GPIX, another monthly payer, still building the position in this, but I did receive $6.09. These paid back to back to back as well. I think it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, which was pretty cool. Ulti, XDTE, and YMAX are kind of core holdings. That's why they're a little bit larger. Still building YMAX, but Ulti, I received this is a weekly payer, $69.51. XDTE, also a weekly payer, $119.84. YMAX, weekly payer, $14.53. So total $342.62 in dividend income. So for just this week alone, I brought in a total of $819.62. So not too bad. Not as good as last week, which was closer to $1,200. But I also received the Misty dividend. So that is my largest high yield position right now, which makes sense why it was higher last week. And just FYI, Misty pays twice this month, so I'm going to get another Misty dividend on the last Friday of this month. So that should shape up to be a good week as well, and make this month a little bit larger than previous and maybe the rest of the year. So what did I do with the deposit? So as I mentioned, I deposit $6,000 a month. I break that up by how many Fridays there are. There are 5 Fridays in this month right now, in the month of August. So I've broken that up into $1,200. So today I deposited $1,200 and I immediately invested it. That way the margin balance stays the same and it doesn't go to pay down the margin, because I want the margin to be all into holdings. That way I can pull the 6,000 and I'm not, quote, wasting any of the money in the account on paying down the margin. I want the margin to be paid down by income generated, not by deposits. So what did I do with it? I bought one share of COST, which is Costco. This is a new position. I just really like the company. There's a lot of things I like about it. I've had this position 3 or 4 times in the past, and I always sell out of it after it goes up a little bit. But I'm going to try to make this my final purchase of it, and I'm just going to purchase it going forward. So I've got one share to establish a cost basis, and I'm going to scale into it more and more over time. So I bought one share at $982.25, which took up the bulk of this $1,200, but that's okay. To kind of offset that and generate a little bit more income for the portfolio going forward, I bought 36 more shares of Ulti. And that cost me $217.07. So very, very close to this 1200, a little bit less. Can't hit it right on the penny, but pretty close. So going forward, I will continue to scale into other positions. I'll cover other positions. And thank you guys for watching. If anybody has any recommendations or suggestions for a video they want to see me do about the strategy or holdings or performance, anything like that at all, just let me know. And I would love the input and do a video to what people are wanting to see. And again, if you guys haven't already, I'd appreciate it if you like, follow, subscribe just to help me out. And again, thank you so much for watching.